Last week we were standing in the spot trying to think of a creative stand-up. The story I was doing was about a man who was paying high renter's insurance because of the zip code he lived in. The zip code was the same on both sides of the street, but the city was different. That's why he was paying more money. We wanted to show the viewer this scenario, so I looked at my photographer, James.
I knew we had to find a way to put her in two places at one time, so I was suggesting some sort of a split screen effect.
At that point, I remembered a similar stand-up with Steve Hartman, where he was on both sides of the screen.
For those of you wondering what we did in post-production, we edit on Avid nonlinear news cutter. Using a squeeze effect in this situation would not work because it would just squeeze the whole screen. So what I needed to do in the field was shoot her on the right side of the screen for one stand-up, on the left side of the screen for another stand-up, and also make sure that the headroom was similar. Furthermore, I needed to make sure that she held her posture at the beginning and end of each stand-up for pad. That way we didn't have her walking out of the shot or something on one half of the screen.
I was afraid the stand-up might be awkward, so to make it work, I knew I had to reference the fact that there were going to be two of me. I simply turned and looked at myself, or the spot where I knew I was going to be standing.
Then when it came to the editing, I adjusted both stand-ups full screen, used a picture-in-picture effect to crop one stand-up in half, leaving the other one full screen, giving her that duplicate effect.
Overall, I think the stand-up turned out pretty well, and it wasn't that hard to do. It just took a little planning, creative editing, and of course, teamwork.